There's a strange kind of power being awake when everyone else is asleep. You feel like you're on top of the world. You feel so much ahead of the game. My mornings changed my life before my life changed. If it wasn't for my mornings, for my morning routine, for my waking up hour, I would be way behind and a completely different Christos. I feel great afterwards. Great, I feel like I'm truly on top of the world and I can achieve everything. You've already trained, planned, worked, learned, while others are still fighting with the snooze button. And after everything I've told you so far, what I'm about to tell you might sound very strange. It's an actual addiction, an addiction that I myself have suffered from. I've actually never been consistent with waking up in my life. The importance of waking up early and how it has changed my life significantly. There's a strange kind of power being awake when everyone else is asleep. You feel like you're on top of the world. You feel so much ahead of the game. While everyone else is still asleep, hitting the snooze button, you're awake. You have done so much stuff beforehand. My mornings changed my life before my life changed. Let me repeat that again. My mornings changed my life before my life changed. Meaning, my life changed when my mornings changed. Simple. Guys, I can't emphasize to you enough how much I'm grateful for the amount of effort that I'm putting in every single morning. It takes a lot of discipline, for sure, but it has truly shaped me into the man I am right now. If it wasn't for my mornings, for my morning routine, for my waking up hour, I would be way behind and a completely different Christos. I've got a lot to share with you today. First of all, I'm going to talk to you about my routine. Basically, right now, especially this week, because this week it's very busy. It's not as busy as at the boot shops, but I really wanted to get content out. I really wanted to be ahead for my content, and that's why right now I'm recording 4 podcasts at once in one sitting, because I want to be ahead. And also, like, I've watched a video that says when you start a podcast, it's better for you to actually upload 4 podcasts like straight up, or maybe 1 podcast every single day, like for 4 days or even for 1 week. It's way better. It will help. It will really help the algorithm understand what kind of content you produce. So yeah. Anyways, my morning routine. This week, I'm awake every day from 5 a.m. until 11 p.m. at night. That's 17 hours. Yeah, that's a lot of hours. Basically, I'm productive from 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. I just realized how crazy that sounds and how much I love it. Oh my gosh, I love this. I love waking up at 5 a.m. So basically, I wake up at 5 a.m. Like I close the alarm at like 5:02 every single day. Go to the bathroom, I pee, I wash my teeth, like I wash my face. Getting into the zone, I'm like looking into myself, like it might sound a bit like crazy, but I may even scream Kalmera, which is good morning, Greece. Kalmera, Christo. Good morning, Christos, in Greece. I know. Just to get a bit going, like just to get a bit more pumped up. I get ready, I get dressed. 5:15, I'm down to the basement. I run for 10 minutes in the treadmill. I do 10 every day, every single morning. 10 minutes in the treadmill, 10 pull-ups, 25 push-ups, and then 40 or even maybe 50 sit-ups. That's it. I get upstairs. I'll make a coffee, Greek coffee. I leave it here at the desk. I don't drink any at all. I might drink some water though. I drink a lot of water during the morning actually. I drink this. I drink more than a liter every single morning. And the best part comes now. Go to the shower, get naked, and take a cold shower. Taking a cold shower, especially now during the winter, at 5:30 a.m. is the best feeling out there. There's no better feeling than this. It really hurts. It really hurts, and like if there's some hesitation, I'm not gonna lie to you. There's some slight hesitation before going in. I think it's only normal. Everyone would hesitate, man. Especially these days, it's so cold. That's why I'm wearing a t-shirt underneath, like, and I've tucked it down on my pants, a hoodie, and like this little jacket. It's so cold. I even got the not the AC, like I've got a heat on, and I'm still a bit cold. I'm trying, like, I've always been a bit of a, like, I always like felt cold. I don't know how to say it in English. Sorry. Like, κρυουλιάρης λέμε στα ελληνικά. Let me check it up. Well, there's actually not a saying for κρυουλιάρης in English, but basically, I was always someone who got cold very easily. And I'm really fighting that right now with the cold showers, the best feeling. Like, I get into the shower for 2 minutes, like, I put on some soap on. It hurts, but it's the best. I get awake, like, I'm fully awake afterwards. And I'm, like, having done something so hard, almost first thing in the morning after a workout, of course. Like, of course, the workout is harder, of course, but the cold shower is harder. After having done something so hard, taking that tough decision, 5:30 a.m. in the morning, trust me, doing whatever else during the day makes it look like a piece of cake. A piece of cake. No hesitation at all. To whatever task they might bring to you, or you might bring to yourself. Love this. And it's really good for your body and mostly for your mindset. I would advise you actually start doing. And even if you have the possibility to take some ice plunges, that's even better. Even better. You feel unstoppable afterwards. That's how I feel, at least. And that's how my friends feel, because they do it as well. And I just love the cold shower. Anyways, we're taking our time here in the cold shower part. I'm done with the cold shower. I get ready. I sit here at the desk. I'm Christian, Orthodox. I read one chapter of the Bible, and then I'm reading for another 30 minutes on the book that I'm currently on. And the book that I'm currently on is, like I told you, The Diary of CEO by Stephen Bartlett, my idol. Stephen, once again, I told you, I'm going to say it in every single podcast. Thank you. I actually just started your book. I just read the first. I read the first chapter during the morning. And what I do with all books, not just yours. I don't know. That sounded a bit harsh. You're very special to me, but that's what I do with every single book. I read every chapter twice, and basically the first chapter talks about the 5 buckets of life and how you should fill up your buckets in the right order. First is knowledge. You got to fill up your knowledge bucket first. Then it's skills, and it's like a continuation of each time you fill up a bucket, the next bucket is automatically being filled. For instance, like how Stephen explains it in his book, the first bucket is like. The thing is, like, reading every chapter twice, you really remember what the book says. Like, it sticks into you so much more. Okay, it might take the double amount of time to read a book, but you get 10 times more information stored inside your head, because you really remember stuff after reading it 2 times. Like, imagine you were reading for parenthesis. Sorry, I told you. My podcast, it's 100% raw. Okay, I might have my notes, but when I want to talk about something, I will talk about something, and I don't care. This is my podcast. Sorry. What was I saying? Yeah, imagine you have to study for an exam, and you've got to like you really want to be prepared and like write good on your exam, get like straight A's or whatever. Do you read like the thing that you've got to read once, and you remember it, and like you write it down, and like that's it, and you've done? No, you don't memorize shit after reading once or even twice or even three times or even 10 times. It would be an exaggeration to read every single chapter 10 times. Okay, that would take way too long. So I'm stuck into 2 times. It has really helped me. Really helped me. It has really helped me memorize much more stuff than if I had read it for one time. And I really advise you to do the same. Read like in whatever book you might read. Okay, if it's fictional, like you don't need to read it the chapter wise. But if it's like self-improvement one or like the Diary of CEO, which is like 33 laws of whatever of business success, I would advise you to read every chapter twice, and you will get way more out of the book. Way more. Closing the parenthesis. No, I'm not. The parenthesis is still open because I've got to talk about what the first chapter is about in this book. Sorry. First bucket, knowledge. You got to fill up your knowledge bucket. And by filling up your knowledge bucket, you automatically fill up your skills bucket. You learn new skills as more knowledge you get. And by improving your skills, your networks, like you are in your network, you're networking with more people, and like you get better at your craft. And by networking with more people and having more connections, you almost have. You've got more. I remember, like you've got more money, or like you've got more money. I'll say it. Like you are able to you have more assets and more money. By having more money, you've got and like sorry, and you have more in general. And by having more, like by having filled all of your buckets, by like having by filling up your knowledge bucket, by filling up your skills bucket, by filling up your network bucket, by filling up what you have buckets, you fill up the last bucket, which is your reputation. And that's how you build a reputation, by filling up the previous one buckets. Okay, I didn't explain that though. I don't know if I'll include this part into the podcast. Sorry. Yeah, I'm Greek, and that is the reason why I'm doing this podcast, because I really want to improve my English. Sorry for my lack of fluency. I'm still practicing. I'm not a beginner, but I'm still practicing. Yeah, I need to get more fluent, and I need to get more fluent fast and like 100%, like for the stuff that I want to do and for the impact that I want to have in the world. My English has to be on point, and yeah. I'm training by myself right now, and I love it. No, I'm not training by myself right now. Actually, I'm training with you guys. I'm practicing with you. We're practicing together now. I'm so like, there are many youngsters out there that might not be from Britain or USA or Australia or whatever, and they are not that fluent with English. And they are trying the same. They are trying to improve their English and like be more fluent. I know you feel me. I know you know the challenge. You know how tough it is. Shout out to you guys that are. And you know what? That's something my brother said, and I believe it. Okay, it might sound a bit controversial, but I say it, like whatever I think about it, I'll just say it. This is full of authentic stuff. Sorry. A multilingual person is way smarter than someone who only speaks one language. For example, if you're. And that's the thing with English-speaking people, because okay, English is like the how the whole world can communicate. It's like the global communication language, whatever it is. They just get arrogant. They just get lazy, and then say like, I know English. I don't need to know any other language. Like everyone knows English. Like English is the most important language in the world. It's true. I totally get it. How they think. But that way you get lazy, and like you don't try to learn something new. You don't try to learn a new language. The thing is with us who come from another country, like from Greece or India, Pakistan, Italy, Spain, wherever else, Sweden, whatever else in the world. I okay, you got your native language, whatever it might be, but we all try to improve our English and like become fluent in the second language, and that makes us so much smarter. I think it makes sense. My brother said it to me. I didn't really think of it that way, because I thought being not being an English native speaker is actually a disadvantage for me. It might be in some way, but I've got it in another way into my head, and I think it's more of an advantage rather than a disadvantage being multilingual and being from another country rather than the USA or the UK or Australia or whatever. Yeah, we are closing the parentheses. So many parentheses that, like, sorry. What was I talking about? My morning routine. And yes, I read the book. Like, for example, this week. Oh man, I'm still in my morning. I'm still in pillar one. Basically, my morning routine consists of I've read the book for 30 minutes, and then now, because I wake up at 5, I usually wake up at 6, and when I'm done with reading the book, it's like 7:30, and like eat breakfast, get ready, and go to the shop. Now I've got one hour to spare, and I work on my channel. I edit my videos and my shorts, and like I will start editing the podcasts, and that's why like I'm waking up at 5 because I've got a lot of work to do, especially this week, and I'll probably continue doing this for the rest of the month, waking up at 5. Maybe then I'll just go to 6 again, just rest for a week or two, and then go again at 5. Like, you gotta rest. Like, it's not sustainable to sleep for 5 to 6 hours every single day for months. It's not sustainable. Like, you burn out for sure. 6 or 7 hours of sleep, it might still not be enough, but it's enough for me, right? I don't need more actually than like 7 hours of sleep for me is perfect. Like the most amount of sleep I could get. If I sleep more than 7 hours, I'll just feel drowsy. 6 hours is alright. Yeah, I feel great after 6 hours. It's perfect. I really like sleeping. Like after I sleep for 6 hours, I might wake up a little bit tired, but when I was up, like I do everything that I do, I feel great afterwards. If I get less than 6 hours, like if I sleep for 5 or 4 hours, which happens, the next day I'm dead. And I really need to get a nap midday through. Anyways, that's basically my morning routine. I'm gonna sum it up very quick with no parentheses. So waking up at 5, washing up, going downstairs, doing my mini workout, my running and my mini workout, getting upstairs, taking a cold shower, reading the Bible, reading for another half an hour, and working for 1 hour at my PC, eating breakfast, getting ready for the butcher shops. In a very condensed version. Man, it's crazy that because I've got a timer here. It took me 18 minutes to say all of this when I could just say it in like 30 seconds. I don't care. My podcast, like I said. It gives me so much strength actually. All this morning routine, all this stuff that I do during the morning, like while everyone else is asleep. It's crazy. It gives me so much strength. It gives me so much clarity. It makes me feel, and it really does make me. I'm so much ahead than everyone else. So much ahead. I've done so much more stuff than everyone else who's asleep. Than everyone else who's still hitting a snooze button. And I feel like the most powerful person. I feel like I'm on top of the world when I'm consistent with my morning routine and like keep doing it for an extended period of time, like for 2 or 3 or 6 months. I feel great afterwards. Great. I feel like I'm truly on top of the world and I can achieve everything. And you can achieve everything because you're putting in so many extra hours in. It will happen in time. And the other thing is, when you are winning so much during the morning, when you're doing so much during the morning, you've got the winner's mindset afterwards. Like, you are winning consistently. And when you win first thing in the morning, consistently, like for extended, like no, for not just for like 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Like I win from 5 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. I'm just winning. I'm just ahead, and that thought, the same mindset, um, follows throughout the day. I feel like a winner throughout the whole day, and that's how it is because I'm so much ahead. When you're ahead, you win, especially when you put in an extra effort during the rest of your day. That's like you're not just winning; you're just outperforming and outlegging everyone else. I don't know if that's a word. I created it. Pillar two, very important. What I've written down is you have a waking up problem, you have a going to bed problem. What I'm trying to say is maybe the problem is not you waking up. Maybe the problem lies down in you the night before. Maybe the problem is that you can't sleep on time or you're doing the wrong things before sleeping. For example, you can't expect to wake up at 6 a.m. and you sleep at like 2 a.m. It's not possible, and it's not like if you do it once or twice, you can't do it for more. It's not sustainable. You will get burnt out. No, like if you want to wake up at 6, you gotta sleep at 10 or 11 at most. Not later than that. Not later than that. Like it's not sustainable. Even if you do it, you will burn out. You will not be able to do it consistently. Also, something very important and unfortunately something that, especially in my generation, I'm 21 years old. It's like a habit, like every person of my age has. Before going to sleep, we are scrolling through our phones, and especially like even younger ones for sure. Like that's the worst habit you have. Being on your bed and scrolling through TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, or whatever it might be for hours before you sleep, with all with all the lights, with all the radio energy. Like you are frying your brain. You're not even resting afterwards. I don't really know the chemics like that happen inside your head, like how you don't rest. I don't really know and the complete details, but I know that maybe that will. I actually have deleted like socials for like over a year now. The best stories from my life. I will make a podcast about it. Like I don't have Instagram, I don't have TikTok. Like I just use YouTube, like iMessages, talk with my girlfriend and my friends, nothing else. But when I used to like scroll through TikTok before I sleep, I had the worst night of sleep. I've always had the worst night of sleep. I never felt like I rested, and I woke up so dizzy, so dizzy. I'm so sure that you feel that way. Everyone has felt that way. Just the normal thing these days, waking up dizzy, and that is because of all the blue lights and all the radio energy. Like, man, just when you catch yourself doing this, when you catch yourself in your bed on your bed scrolling through TikTok for like maybe half an hour or an hour or so, I want you to zone out. I want you to feel like you get out of your body and see yourself in the dark with your phone here and the screen and the light coming in your face. And I want you to feel what you're seeing and feel what you're seeing is wrong or not. Like, do you agree with, do you like this image of seeing yourself being there for hours and like killing your brain and like watching something like you won't even remember by the next TikTok you watch? Well, you don't agree with that, it's wrong. You're frying your brains out and you don't even rest afterwards. So, in short, friendly advice, if you want to get a good night's sleep, leave your phone away for at least, at least half an hour before you sleep, and maybe grab a book and read. Grab a book, you'll help you fall asleep faster, for sure, and you will sleep way better. You will actually rest. And one last thing, your last meal will be 4 hours before you sleep. For example, you get to sleep at 10, your last meal will be at 6, not 9. Because how it works is, when you eat, your body has to digest the food. And if you eat at 9 and go to sleep at 10, your body will be digesting your food during your sleep time. And in reality, your body will have not rested at all. Zero rest. Because you have to digest your food, because your body is working during that time. No, you want to sleep on an empty stomach. Yeah, that's it. Never eat before going to sleep. Never. Try to eat dinner as early as possible, and make sure it's not even it's not even a heavy meal. Like it's a light meal. Light meal before sleep. Being ahead of the game isn't magic. It's actually preparation. While others scrolling and delaying sleep, you're investing in tomorrow. I want you to paint this image in your head. You've already trained, planned, worked, learned, while others are still fighting with the snooze button. Tell me, how much ahead are you? Pillar 3. In Pillar 3, I've written some stuff, but I've written one thing at the top, and I've underlined it with SOS, which means something that I've really got to say. And after everything I've told you so far, what I'm about to tell you might sound very strange and, I don't know, maybe hypocritical, but I'm always on. That's the thing with this podcast. I'm always honest, always raw, and I will never hide anything from you. This podcast is actually my therapy. That's how I feel. Like, I've done 3 podcasts already today, and it's the best thing that I've done in my life. I love this. Just talking to you guys, it's the best therapy. It really, really makes me realize some stuff. So yeah, getting down to the truth about me. I've actually never been consistent with waking up in my life. Expect the past year. I don't know if you get it. Like, my whole life, my whole life, I'm 21 years old, for the past 20 years, I was not consistent with my sleep and my sleeping schedule. I used to sleep at 12, I used to sleep at 2, I used to sleep at 3, I used to sleep at 5, I used to not sleep at all. Maybe I would set up an alarm for 6 a.m., maybe an alarm for 7 a.m., maybe an alarm for 8 a.m., maybe an alarm for 9 a.m. And I wouldn't wake up. I would sleep in, and that's what would happen every single day. I would get into fights with my father because I was late to go to the shop because I was sleeping in. I know everything that I talked to you about before, and I've actually been doing this for my whole life. I've actually been sleeping in for my whole life, but that's why I told you my mornings changed my life before my life changed, because the moment I started actually getting up and not sleeping in, my life changed so much. And of course, for the better. Always for the better. Yeah. I've always been the guy who's been sleeping in. But that has changed. And I'm so proud of myself. I'm so proud of myself, actually. I'm so proud of myself. Because it was a real challenge for me, and it was something I really wanted to change, but I never could. And I've done it. No more excuses, Chris. Wake up. And I did. I woke up at my time, and I slept at the right time too. I'm proud of myself. Sorry if I'm being a bit, if I'm not that modest right now, but I'm very proud of myself. And here are some tips that I've used to wake up at the time that I'm supposed to wake up. I'm actually been using this almost every day, like even every single one of them. and you will see a great difference. I'm gonna just read them to you, and I really want you to write them down and repeat them in your head, or maybe like write them even twice or thrice to have the following advice stuck in your head, because this stuff that I'm going to say with you is going to change your life, and it's going to change your sleeping schedule. And if you implement what I'm about to say, you will not be sleeping in anymore. And I'm sure it's a challenge that many of us have been struggling with sleeping in. No more of that. You're going to wake up early. You're going to wake up at 6. You're going to wake up at whatever time you want. And here's the formula. How to wake up early when you haven't been able to for your whole life. First of all, visualize it the night before. I know it might sound crazy, but before you fall to sleep, instead of scrolling through TikTok, I want you to be in your bed and visualize waking up at the time you want to wake up, and like immediately getting up out of your bed. Immediately getting up out of your bed. And I want you to visualize this like 10 times before you fall asleep. I want this to be the last thought before you falling asleep. Visualizing you actually getting up. And that sounds crazy, but it works wonders. Write it down. Visualize it the night before. Visualize getting up the night before. And following that, have your phone or alarm away so that you have to get up to close it. Life changer. Life changer. Life changer, I don't care. Okay. It might, like you might be sleeping, you might have your phone beside you. This is like another point that I have. I'll leave this for later. Okay, like you hear your alarm, you're like there, like you're doing this, and you hit snooze, like you close the alarm, and like you fall back to sleep, and that's it. It's so easy. But when you actually have your alarm away from you, when you actually have to get out of your bed, wake up, stand up, and go close your alarm, the decision to stay awake stay awake and like wake up, really wake up, and not go back to sleep is so much easier. It's so much easier to decide to, man, I woke up, I stood up, I'm awake. I'm going to continue on. I'm going to wash my face, I'm going to brush my teeth. Very important. Trust me, this will change your life. I'm not kidding. Have your phone or alarm away so that you have to get up to close it. Write it down. Following that, of course, never have your phone close to you when you sleep. Never. With all the radio energy and everything, it's the worst thing you can do. You don't rest at all. Have your phone very far away. And if possible, buy an alarm, like a real clock with an alarm, so that you can hear it, like get up and get going, and have your phone in a completely different room. That would be the best. Having no gadgets, no devices in the room you sleep. That is the best option. If you can't, do it. Another point is to never hit snooze. Never hit snooze. Because the moment you hit snooze, you told your mind that, oh, I've got 9 more minutes of sleep. I'm gonna sleep a bit more. And this keeps repeating. And maybe an hour passed with all the snoozes you hit. Sorry. Never hit snooze. I wish there was an option that there was no snooze button in your iPhone. That's why I would suggest getting a real clock, and like with no snooze, and like just an alarm. Never hit snooze. Never get to that cycle of snoozing, because you never really rest more. You actually get more tired while you hit the snooze button. The best thing is to get up, close the alarm, and get going. Never hit snooze. And also never use your phone for like at least half an hour when you just got up. Like if you wake up at 6, I would advise you to pick up your phone like 7 or even 6:30 at 7 a.m. And like just in general, don't use the phone that much. I really want you to reduce your screen time. It's a topic for another podcast, screen time and everything, like your phone usage. It's an actual addiction, an addiction that I myself have suffered from. Phone addiction. It's real. It exists. I know you know it. You've definitely been through it. Everyone has, and we are all fighting it. I've fought it through, and I'm glad. Anyways, also, when you wake up, like wash your face and like brush your teeth, go and make your bed immediately. Don't leave it as it is. Get it tidy, get it nice and ready for the night for the next time you go and sleep. Don't have it like all messy and like all that. No. Go and make your bed. It's very important and it really tidies you up. It's more for a mindset. It's more of a mindset trick that you tidy up your bed first thing in the morning. Like you're going to tidy up your mind and your life. It really gives your life a bit of order and a lot of discipline. There's a book that I want to read. It's called Make Your Bed, I think. I haven't read it yet. I really want to read it though. Make your bed first thing, something like that. I don't really remember what it's called. Yeah, make your bed. If not immediately after you wake up, after you brush your teeth and wash your face, make your bed. Don't let it be messy and as it is. And also, start in small steps, 30 minutes at a time. For example, if right now you wake up at 11 a.m. and you have a goal that you want to start waking up at 6, you can't do it. You can't go from 11 to 6 a.m. It's impossible. You can't go straight from 11 to 6. 5 hours difference is a big difference. And if you do it, you won't stay consistent at it. After a day or two or a week, you will give in. You fail. You won't be able to keep up because your body is not able to keep up. It has not learned in such a way to wake up at such an hour. It's not used to it. You gotta get used to it in a slower pace. Half an hour at a time, or even 1 hour at a time. No more than that. So if you usually wake up at 11 a.m., go to 10:30 or 10 a.m. for like 5 days, and then after the 5 days, go to 9:30 and so on to get to your set goal that you want. Like for example, 6 a.m. Don't do it immediately. Go in steps, and you'll see how much easier it will be to wake up at 6 after like 2 or 3 weeks, and how consistent you'll be at it as well. And because you will have trained your body to wake up at that time, to wake up earlier. And yeah. And one last thing, which I think is the most important in order to wake up immediately and not to sleep in. Make it a part of your identity. And what I mean is, kind of lie to yourself, lie to your mind. Like I did. I do it. I've done it in this podcast. Like I've told you, for my whole life, I've been sleeping in. But because I have proven to myself for the past year or so that I'm able to not sleep in, I'm able to get up. I've built it into my identity that I'm the type of person that always gets up early in the morning. That I cannot wake up like later on the day, like 11 a.m. or like during the noon. I'm not that type of person. I'm truly not actually. I never used to be the type of person that would wake up at 1 p.m. or so, but I would have wake up at 10 a.m. And for me, 10 a.m. is very late. Getting a part of your identity, having a part of your identity that you're a person that wakes up early. In order to have it in your identity, to be part of your identity, you have to do it first. You have to prove it to yourself, to your mind, that you can do it. Like you have to stay consistent at it for 1 week for a month, I'll say. And once you manage to actually wake up at that specific time you want for a month, you can kind of lie to yourself and tell to your mind that you've always been that type of person. You've always been a person that has been waking up early in the morning. It's easy to trick your mind. Trust me, it's easy. It's easier to do than it sounds. Yeah, it's opposite to what they usually say. But yeah, it's easy to do. For me, it was actually easy. Like once I've done it, once I've like proved it to myself that I can do it and I can wake up. Yeah, afterwards it's been easy, and I've been waking up every day since like at the time that I want to. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. There of course there might have been some instances that I might sleep in, but it was the exception and not the rule. Where in like my past reality was the opposite. It was the exception would be to wake up at the time that I wanted, and not the time that I slept in. So yeah, I hope you've written down everything. I tried my best in this podcast. I feel like that I started a bit, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry, and well done for reaching to this point. It's been like 40 minutes or so. Well done, and I really hope you that I helped you in some way, and like you put in the advice, you use the advice that I've told you in this podcast, because it has really changed my life. Waking up and all this advice that I gave you, it has saved my life, and it will change your life as well. It will shape you into a better man. It will shape you into the man you want to become. Guaranteed. By waking up early. By being ahead of the game. You become the best. And if there's one last piece of advice that I may give to you, is to never doubt yourself. You can do it. You can wake up early. You can. Don't doubt it. It doesn't mean because you weren't able to, like you won't be able to do it in the future. It doesn't go that way. You are able to do it. Never doubt yourself. Because if you don't believe in yourself, then who?